Don't buy the Samsung 970 Evo Plus. That's a pretty bold statement to make about a drive with a 4.8-star rating. But I'm here to tell you the honest truth about its problems so you can make an informed decision. Therefore, if you're looking for the best price on Amazon, click the link in the description right now. Let's get straight into it. This SSD is often called the gold standard. It promises blistering speeds up to 3500 MB SSD, a 7-year warranty, and superior heat dissipation. It's the drive everyone recommends. However, after months of testing, I discovered some critical flaws that nobody is talking about. This isn't about it being a bad product. This is about whether it's the right product for you in 2024. Therefore, let's pull back the curtain. The first major problem is one you might not see coming: Samsung Magician software. It's touted as this amazing suite for drive health and performance boosts, but here's the reality. It can be a bloated, nagging piece of software that you don't actually need. It's like getting a fancy security system with your new house that constantly asks for updates and occasionally sets off the alarm when you're just trying to make toast. For the average user, Windows built-in tools are often enough. Therefore, that premium feature, it can feel like a hassle. Let's talk about that 4.8-star rating. It's deserved, but it's also a legacy. This drive has been a champion for years, but technology moves fast. Therefore, the second problem emerges: the context of its speed. 3500 MB/s is incredible on paper. However, for most daily tasks, boot up, load a game, transfer a few files, you will barely notice the difference between this and a cheaper Gen 3 NVMe drive. You're paying for peak performance you might never actually use. It's like buying a sports car to only ever drive in city traffic. The speedometer goes high, but your reality is stop and go. So who is this drive actually for? This is the crucial question. Therefore, let's dive deeper. The 970 Evo Plus shines in sustained workloads. Video editors moving huge 4K files, data scientists processing large sets. That's where the VNAND and optimized firmware show their might. The dynamic thermal guard is legit, preventing throttling under heavy load. But if you're just a gamer or someone upgrading a laptop, you're probably overbuying. That's the contrarian snapback. This legendary drive might be overkill for you. Now, the third problem: price positioning. At its MSRP, it sits in a weird spot. You can often find Gen 4 drives for similar money now. They won't always hit their max speeds on a Gen 3 board, but it gives you future-proofing. Therefore, the 970 Evo Plus can sometimes feel like buying last year's flagship phone at a small discount. Still great, but the market has moved on. I promise jokes, so here's one. Why did the SSD break up with the hard drive? It said the relationship was too fragmented. Back to the problems. The 1200 TBW endurance and 7-year warranty are fantastic, truly top tier. But for a typical user writing 20 to 30 TB a year, that warranty is almost theoretical. You'll likely upgrade before you wear it out. Therefore, you might be paying for insurance on a bridge you'll never cross. Let's rehook. Are these problems deal breakers? Not necessarily, but they change the value proposition. Therefore, consider the resolution. The 970 Evo Plus is a phenomenal piece of engineering. Its reliability is proven, its performance is consistent, and Samsung's reputation is behind it. The problems I've outlined aren't flaws in the hardware, but mismatches in expectation and use case. It's not a don't buy. It's a buy if you fit this specific profile. Here's joke number 2. What do you call an SSD that tells jokes? A solid-state comedian. So who should buy it? First, professionals with Gen 3 systems who need reliable, sustained performance right now. Second, anyone who values that long-term warranty and brand peace of mind above chasing the absolute latest specs. Third, users of older systems where Samsung's driver and firmware support will be rock solid. If that's you, this drive is still a masterpiece. For everyone else, the gamers, the general upgraders, there are likely better value options. That's the honest take. Therefore, let's end on the positive. This drive is a tank. The nickel-coated controller and heat spreader work. In my testing, it stayed cool and fast. The 2 TB capacity is a sweet spot, and that 4.8-star rating, it comes from millions of users who have had zero problems. For them, it just works silently and powerfully for years. Joke 3. I told my computer a joke about an SSD, but it didn't get it. The delivery was too fast. The final call to action. If you've listened and this still sounds like the perfect drive for your needs, then you should absolutely get one. Therefore, for the absolute best price on the Samsung 970 Evo Plus on Amazon, click the link in the description below. We've done the hard work of highlighting the problems so you can confidently see if the strengths align with your setup. It's an iconic drive for a reason. Just go in with your eyes open. One last joke. Why was the Samsung SSD such a good student? Because it had great read-write speeds. In the end, my goal isn't to scare you away from a great product. It's to ensure you make the right choice. The Samsung 970 Evo Plus has minor problems in context and marketing, but as a piece of hardware, it remains superb for the right person. Make that informed decision, and you'll be thrilled. Thanks for watching.